I low-key jinxed myself by saying that I didn't want to leave Amsterdam because my trip home was a shit show. I very sadly checked out of the hotel and I made my way to the airport. I had an afternoon flight. Once I got past the airport security, I got an email from KLM that my flight was delayed, and then within 30 minutes the flight was canceled. This is my first time ever dealing with a canceled flight. I really didn't know what to do, but I had to wait in a super long line to rebook it, and it took forever. I was able to get rebooked on the next flight out that left the next day around the afternoon time. Honestly, such an inconvenience because I had work the next day, so I had to let my managers know that I would not be able to log on. I used a free food voucher that they gave me at this ramen spot called Kebaya. I was really craving something warm and filling, so ramen was the first thing that popped into my mind. This is airport food, so you guys, it was bland. Nothing too special here. It was just, yeah. Once I was done eating, I ran around the airport looking for replacements for my toiletries and pajamas since I checked my bag, so I had none of my things. And then I checked into the airport hotel since they gave me a voucher for an overnight stay, and compared to where I was just coming from, this hotel was just not giving. It wasn't for me. It was just very shabby, I guess. And these are all the items that I bought at the airport to replace my skincare routine and also like my toothbrush and stuff. Just the essentials basically. And my replacement pajamas that I bought at the airport. Then I did my skincare routine and I got ready for bed. I was just ready for this day to be over. The next day I woke up more than ready to go home and be back in New York. But again, once I got past airport security, I got another notification that my flight was delayed. So at this point I have PTSD. I'm not religious, but I was praying so hard that this flight would take off and go to New York. I could not stay in Amsterdam for another day. Like, I know I said I didn't want to leave, but not like this. I didn't let myself feel relieved until we started boarding. On the flight, I watched this movie with Anne Hathaway and Jessica Chastain called The Mother's Instinct, and it was interesting. I don't know. Why is Anne Hathaway doing these movies? They don't really fit into her filmography. For dinner, they served us meatballs, and again, the food on KLM flights is so trash now. Like, this was just barely tolerable. But the wine was pretty good. And then we had this like marshmallow s'mores thing for dessert, and I don't even know what it was, but it was not good. Oh, and I finally watched Inside Out 2. It was pretty good. For our next meal, we had pizzas, and this had the potential to be good, but it was just so dry. Also, don't let the pizza fool you. That is not pepperoni. Look, I'm literally fighting the pizza. Oh my gosh. And it was fighting me back. And then after 8 long hours, we finally began our descent into JFK. As much as I hate New York, I was so happy to be back. I called my Uber home, and that is the end of my Amsterdam saga.